Hi there. This is a homily for the 26th Sunday of the year. And today we have to learn something about our relationship to the material world. We are made of body and soul, and so we have to expect that there are a whole lot of requirements for functioning well in the material world, just as there are a whole bunch of requirements for functioning in the spiritual world. So, starting with the reading from Amos, he is attacking those who are living extremely comfortable lives, but he's not saying there's something wrong with that until he gets to they are not, this is now the people who are extremely wealthy, they are not made ill by the collapse of Joseph. In other words, they are blissfully unaware of the decay that is appearing around them, and which they, as people who have control of resources, should be dealing with. Then the psalm helps us actually to get probably the biggest principle that we have to learn today. And this is in the one verse it says, "The fatherless and the widow he sustains, but the way of the wicked he thwarts." He sustains the widow and the orphan. In other words, we are seeing how God operates. Okay, so that's important. In Amos, and what will come up in the gospel, is that we have to function in a certain way. In the psalm, we are learning that our functioning is required to be this way, not because God is trying to be awkward or jerk us around, but because this is the way God operates. And the more we operate the way God operates, the closer we will be to God and closer to heaven itself. Very important principle, and not one that is taught very often. The second reading doesn't really fit in with these major themes today. And then finally, you have the gospel, which is the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. And what the rich man doesn't do is simply to be aware of Lazarus. He does nothing for him at all, even though he clearly has the means to do so. Next principle that is incredibly important: what we do on earth will decide how we end up in the afterlife. For the rich man, he goes to hell. For Lazarus, he goes to heaven. And basically, God or Abraham, he's kind of the voice of God in this case, says, during your lifetime, you received good things, Lazarus received what was bad. Now he is comforted, here you are tormented. So the lesson for all of us is that in this parable, just as Amos had to deal with people who were just not aware of the situation around them, the people around them, here too we are seeing Jesus explain, look, there are real consequences for everything that you do in this world. And literally, that'll come back to bite you. Not a great message, but that's what the gospel is saying. Thank you.